right, John. How's Deadlock that you randomly got into? All right, so Deadlock, Valve's new game. It's the worst kept secret. Everyone has known about this game, but Valve has yet to confirm anything. But it's the worst kept secret. The NDA has now been lifted. They officially announced the game. It's like a PvP hero shooter essentially.
So it is a 6v6 third-person MOBA.
Okay, MOBA hero shooter kind of. Okay, all right, I'm following.
It is a 6v6 third-person MOBA, similar to how the other thing to compare it to for the longest time would have been Smite.
Yeah.
Then there's Predecessor and some of those games out that have come out since then. This is a take on that.
Okay, I'm following.
6v6. It's funny because at the beginning of the week when I started playing it, because I was at work and I just got a notification. It was a buddy of mine sent me an invite to the beta, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" But yeah, I got home, started playing it, and it was funny when you would launch the game, before the NDA was lifted, you would get a pop-up notification that was absolutely do not talk about this game.
Right.
And now that it's since been changed to, the game it's please let us know as much feedback as you can possibly give us. So kind of, it's been funny to see that transition.
Right.
But yeah, 6v6 MOBA, pretty fun. It's one of these. There's a lot of stuff happening in the game. It's still feels as polished as it does feel. It's still early. Lot of balancing stuff they're trying to figure out. Kind of just figured out how does the items work, how do characters work with some of these items, what feels busted, what feels kind of in line, things like that. Game's pretty fun. It's I've played it for 10, 12 hours, something like that. Was got split in time this past week playing it and Black Myth, because the thing is, for the beta, or for this beta that it's not always up and running. It's only running for certain times throughout the day.
Okay, so you got to capitalize on it when it's up.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I think today it came up at 2, and then it's gonna run till real early in the morning, 2 or something. So you get 12 hours to play it, and then during the week it opens up at 5, and then you can play it in the evening and into the night, and then it shuts off, so you can't play it throughout the day. Is kind of how it's been. So you can hop in, play it while it's up. Gives them time where it's not everything's, especially with more people jumping on now, not overloading servers and things like that. And
right.
Everything breaking. Games run fairly smooth. I've only had one disconnect so far in the multitude of games I've played. There's a decent selection of heroes to play. I think there's, I don't know exactly. It's 20 or somewhere around 20.
That's not bad.
Haven't counted them exactly.
That's not bad though for
ballparking a number somewhere.
For the current size of the game, and
I'd say plus or minus 5 to that.
Right.
Decent array of characters. You get more tanky. It's got its good decent variety of tanky characters, assassins, long range harassers, and ability pokers and stuff like that. The movement mechanics in the game are pretty interesting, because there's no sprint button. You run at your character's speed, and there's actually 5 lanes. So you have a duo lane, and then all the other lanes are just there. And to actually move up and down the lanes, there's a railway above the lane that you jump up and attach onto. So you can jump up on that, ride back to base to heal and buy items, or ride it out and then ride it down the lane. But as you win the lane and like destroy like their guardians or their walker, which basically just their version of like turrets and stuff like that. As you push them further and further back, your railway will extend so you can travel further down the map. Or if that lane is lost and they've overtaken you, then they can ride it further down. So it's kind of like an ever-changing. As the lane is pushing in favor of you, you can travel further. But if it's pushing in favor of them, they travel further. There's like spots around the map where there's like extra little minions and stuff that you can kill for some extra souls, which there is a denying XP essentially. So when you last hit the minions, little souls fall out above their head. If you kill it, or someone on your team kills it, it'll be green. If you shoot it, you confirm the souls. If an enemy shoots it while it's floating away, they deny those bonus souls. So a lot of laning phase is trying to harass and deny and secure and stuff like that, which can be fun, a little tedious at times.
Yeah.
But the interesting aspect that ties into souls are the currency that you use to buy items in the game, which are split into 3 different categories. Essentially, you have your gun items, your vitality items, and your spirit items. Spirit items are typically what you would use. You'd buy those items to enhance your abilities. Vitality items are going to be like your tanky items, your health items, and your lifesteal items. Mm-hmm. And then gun items are just they would increase your gun damage, which is your left click. But the souls that you get from killing minions and other players and stuff like that, as you're playing the game, the more souls you get, the more you unlock. I don't know what they're called, but you basically just unlock perk points, and as you get more perk points by getting souls, you can enhance your abilities, and so they can go up. I think it's 4 levels. So like you could level up your first ability 4 times, your ult 4 times, or you can level them up in any combination that you want to. So as long as you have the ability unlocked, you can put more points into it, which can do things, or which enhance the ability. So it could be reduce 1 point. It's like an extra point in it would reduce the cooldown. Another point would enhance the damage. Another point would enhance the ability in some way. So it's like you can level, if you're playing a character based around one ability, you could just level that ability up first, max it out before you worry about doing anything else. So it creates some interesting kind of build options. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, been very fun. Well, mostly very fun.
Mostly.
Yeah, it's a MOBA.
Yeah, it's MOBA.
It's a MOBA.
You're gonna have your bad games.
Yeah, it's a MOBA, so you'll have, like, played last night, had a very good, fun set of matches last night. Night before that ended on a complete stomp where we got destroyed.
Yep.
And did not have a good time.
Yep. Always happens.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's definitely worth checking out.
Right, whenever you can.
Thought they opened it up. Did they not open it up?
I don't think it's opened up yet.
Thought they did yesterday.
I don't know. Let me pull it up on Steam. I don't think it's opened up yet. I think it's still exclusive to you guys. I think it's still exclusive to everyone that's special. Let's see.
But yeah, it's kind of funny because I had heard about the game. I didn't really know anything about it. Didn't look it up or anything.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, because I could probably send you access. Because the only way to get access to it was Steam was just randomly, like in waves, randomly sending it to people. So you had to just get lucky. Mm-hmm. And then if you got lucky, you can, like, a buddy of mine got into it and then he just invited me and another buddy into it.
Yeah, I see here. It says, notice Deadlock is in early development with lots of temporary art and experimental gameplay. Access is currently limited to friend invite via our playtesters.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So it's one where if they open it up or you get an invite to it, it's worth checking out, especially if you are a fan of like these MOBA type games or hero shooters in general. Because it does play much more like a MOBA than a hero shooter. But yeah, been fun. Haven't played all the characters, don't know how they all work yet, so there's still plenty of moments where I come across someone for the first time and I'm like, I have no idea what's happening.
Love that.
Which has only been frustrating a few times.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I will say it is even if you're kind of getting like pushed back and getting destroyed in the game, a good team cooperation will carry you through to a comeback. We had a crazy comeback last night. Really entirely held by or like navigated by I don't remember the guy's name, but he was on our team and he just hopped into voice chat, started directing people around. And it was kind of like me and my buddy were in Discord. We were saying, like, we were kind of giving similar opinions, but he actually jumped into voice chat, or this random guy jumped into voice chat and started just kind of putting it out there.
Yeah, here's what we're doing, boys.
It's kind of like, hey, he was like, hey, we can go in like 10, 15 seconds. We got all waves pushed up. We're here. We can engage if you guys want to. And it's like he gave a countdown when his abilities were going to be ready, and on 0 I went, and believe me, everybody came.
Right.
And it's one of those where
love those moments in gaming.
Yeah,
man. That's the beauty of multiplayer gaming.
Yeah, it's one where every now and then things just come together like that.
Yeah,
and it made for a great comeback.
Yeah, and that guy's a legend. Shout out to him.
Game is fun by nature of it being a MOBA, and especially like a shooter MOBA. It's gonna be frustrating,
right?
Because you sometimes you're just gonna get point and clicked on by someone who's better at point and clicking than you are.
Oh, so it's gonna happen to me a lot.
It's one where like you can nullify it because like in that game in particular, I was getting point and clicked on a lot.
Right.
But I was playing a very tanky character. And by the end of the game, those people that were point and clicking on me, I was taking them all down at the same time. Just by virtue of them no longer being able to do that to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes that build up, right?
Yeah. So. And it's like by the time we got there, like made for one of the better games of like Deadlock that I've played so far.
Right.
But yeah, it's very early on still, but looks good. Is it going to be a game that I'm going to play a lot of? Probably not.
Yeah, you just checked it out.
It's like I've checked it out. I'm going to keep playing it occasionally. It's like I'll probably go home. I might play some tonight. I might play some tomorrow. But it's one where it'll be a game that I hop into occasionally to play and have some fun with. Not one that I'm going to just because I don't enjoy playing. I've said this before when we were talking about genres of games and stuff. Shooters I enjoy less as time goes on.
Right.
But occasionally still really enjoy especially because it's like, I mean, buddies that I'm playing with, we've been buddies since the League days. So it's like we played a lot of League together. Now we're back playing a different type of MOBA. So it's just funny.
It's fun how things come full circle like that.
But yeah, it's definitely fun. Don't know. I highly recommend checking it out because for as early of an estate it is very good.
Right. Hey, shout out to Valve, man.
And contrary to what I said, what was it, like a couple months ago, Valve doesn't know how to make good games anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, I've played it now. It's good.
He takes back his statement.
It's good. That was at the time meant to be
Oh
just
my
kind of a throwaway comment.
Yeah, just fucking around.
But,
and then I turned it into a video. Because I had to put you on blast.
Here we are, full circle. The game's fun.
Look, if I didn't turn it into a standalone video or a TikTok or a short, I don't remember which one it was, and didn't put you on blast, you wouldn't have to clarify that. But that's my fault. Oh, man. Shout out to Valve, man. Shout out to Valve. Shout out to Deadlock.
Yeah. So here's news. Valve does know how to make good games.
There you go. We got the news here first, folks.
Game is very enjoyable.
Right,
right. It is one where I could see a lot of people playing this game a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna pop off. I mean, dude, we've seen the Steam chart numbers for this thing. You know, from the playtesting. I mean, it's been doing well for its playtest. It's like 17K and stuff. Because like, you know, that's solid for just a playtest. It's like been consistently around that number.
Yeah.
So I think when it actually fully releases or go like full open beta where people can just play it, oh my god, I think it's gonna take off.
Yeah, I think people play it. I don't know that. Yeah, I mean, not everybody is going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's worth giving a shot, especially for someone who likes like MOBAs or just shooters
Or just loves Valve.
Yeah, it's like it'll gain some players just based off of that, but it is genuinely a fun game.